Hi everyone, welcome back to the Shelves Have Eyes. I'm Phantom, and today we'll be doing an unboxing and review of the Transformers Retro Autobot Seaspray. I saw these are Walmart exclusive figures. I saw this one and I said, you know what, I'm gonna pick them up because I love me some Seaspray. Looking at the package, it is in a new retro style card back with a blister. We have the original illustration of Seaspray here on the front, along with a depiction of his alternate mode, updated. We have a classic Transformers tableau here on the back. This is from Season 2, or rather the 1985 wave of Transformers, which include the Dinobots, the Insecticons, including the 3 Insecticons that were not actually Insecticons. We have Jetfire / Skyfire, and we have Shockwave. This looks fairly standard. It's nice to see it again. We also have the classic description of the events. It is a world of constant change, where things are not what they seem. It is the world of the Transformers, a world of heroic Autobots and evil Decepticons. And then we have Seaspray's Tech Spec card, which I really enjoy that they brought back. Autobot Seaspray. Function: naval defense. The unyielding as the ocean waves and your enemies shall fall. Displays a zest for his job, unmatched by other Autobots. By fellow Autobots, rather. Loves the ocean and its creatures. Loves the thrill of naval battle. And then it's just translated to various other languages. You don't need a decoder for this tech spec. It's very clear what is being depicted here. So let's open them up, free them, and let's see what this is all about. So we have him outside of his package. Looks really good, quite honestly. I like the fact that he has a little ankle rocker. Colors are accurate. He comes with a blaster for once, and he looks like he's ready for naval battle. In terms of articulation, he's got really good articulation. Like I said, he's got the ankle tilt, he has knee joints, he has elbows and shoulders. The elbows and shoulders are 360. I really particularly like his facial sculpt. It really looks nice. It's a nice little update of the figure. The propellers turn. Yeah, I mean, when you put his arms flush, he does have a bit of a disparity between his upper and lower arm. But, I mean, generally speaking, how often are you going to have him just straight arm like that? Unless you want to recreate his original toy in Marvel Comics robot mode hero stance, which has him just like with his beer belly out.
Butterfingers?
Yeah, there isn't much to say. This figure is really nice. It's a nice update of the figure that, well, wasn't really much of a figure in the beginning. I like the fact that he has an enclosed back, so he doesn't have huge gaps that need to be filled here. It's kind of mystifying, though, why this was included as a retro figure. The other figures in the retro line, which currently speaking are Bumblebee, Gears, Brawn. I mean, I don't know if there's a Cliff Jumper out yet. And now Seaspray. It seems kind of weird because Brawn and Gears and Bumblebee were all figures released in the newer waves. I mean, Brawn was released for Studio Series 86. Bumblebee is the Studio 86 line toy, and oddly enough, they did not give him his faceplate, which he had in the original toy. They're really going for toy accuracy with these figures for the retro line. Brawn, they gave him his toy mouthpiece face. Gears was a part of Legacy, which was a really nice update of the figure, and then they released him in the retro line with his original face, which was really nice. I really, really like that detail. Growing up with the toys, rather than being able to watch every single episode of the show, that's how I formed my opinion of the characters. Brawn had weird clamp claws and his mechanical face. and so did Gears. Seaspray is just a weird addition because this is a brand new figure. He is not an existing Seaspray mold. There was an update of Seaspray in Titan's Return. He was a Legends class figure. This is a deluxe size figure, so it's definitely not the same mold or the tooling. Like, the entire thing is built from the ground up, really. But it's just weird because Seaspray was not released in any other line. This is the only line that he's been released in. And Seaspray's face, aside from the lack of actual pupils, this is how he looks in the show. I mean, it's kind of strange and mystifying why this is a retro, other than it just being an updated minibot. But I don't have any huge problems with it. He looks really nice, and his gun can be put over here, which I believe it goes in there for his hovercraft mode, but it could also just stay there too. It's nice. This stomach piece is a little strange. It doesn't look like the Titan's Return chest plate came off and he could wield it as a weapon, but I don't think that this one can come off. There's a rocker there, but that's for the transformation rather than to have it be something for his robot mode. I like that they've minimized that, quite honestly. I had the original Seaspray figure, and I also had the Generation 2 version. And this one's really nice. I mean, he stands up well. The Titan's Return was hilariously front-heavy. It would just fall down as soon as you please. This one stands fine. The articulation is fine. I mean, he's got huge feet, so that kind of makes sense why he would be a little bit more sturdy when it comes to posing him. I really have no comments or questions other than why it's a retro figure. I love it. I love it. I've loved all the updates to the minibots that they've done for various lines. I mean, starting all the way back with Cosmos, quite honestly. But this one's really cool. Oh, there's a little errant elastic band that I didn't take off. But I like him. His foundation is strong. He's not going to topple over. Put his hands on his waist, like any good Transformer can. I mean, what's not to like about this? This is really good. All right, let's transform him, and we'll see what I say about his alt mode. So here we have Seaspray in his Hovercraft mode, which was actually a lot of fun to transform. It reminded me a lot of the Brawn toy, because I liked the fact that Brawn seemed to get away from ridiculous over-engineering of the transformation and was more intuitive. Like, you just put it in your hands and then you started transforming it and it all comes together. You see how parts come together. And Seaspray is very much like that. He does not have wheels on the bottom, so he doesn't roll like his original figure. I can't help but be kind of happy with it. It's solid. It looks nice. It's spot on with the G1 toy in both modes. I mean, the only big issue is his head is just sticking out the bottom. But you know, that's a small thing, quite honestly. I mean, the fact that this looks so good in both modes, that is blowing my mind. Yeah, this is a real success, especially as an original mold. I don't know what else they're going to do with this mold other than make more Seasprays. I mean, there are no other hovercraft transformers. There's some gunboat transformers, but that's not the same thing. I don't know what they intend to do with this mold, quite honestly. And the fact that he's essentially just regular deluxe price is... I'm completely gasted my flabbers here. This is an amazing figure. Not only for the price, but also in terms of just in general, the engineering is amazing. Everything is clean, the colors pop, and they are true to the G1 version of the character. Yeah, the head. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I can't defend that because there's just no way you can defend it. It literally is just, it's sticking out there. It's sticking out there. That's it. There's nothing you can say about that. But yeah, really impressive toy. Really impressive. Maybe as impressive as Braun's leg folding magic trick. That's him being on the bottom. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I am blown away by this figure, and if you see it in stores, pick it up, because either Hasbro is going to re-release the hell out of this in different color variations, in different formats, maybe with a cartoon-accurate head, like God only knows. But for the cost of a retro Transformers from Walmart, you can't go wrong with this. This is a win-win forever. I mean, this is great. It's absolutely great. I am happy I got it. I'm happy that it exists. Seaspray was released in the second year of the original The Transformers line as one of many Autobot minibots, although the 84 line was dubbed Mini Cars and the 85 line called Mini Vehicles. That, despite their relative lack of screen time, proved some of the most memorable characters. Seaspray, Beachcomber, Powerglide, Warpath, Cosmos, all these characters became fan favorites, despite their lack of appearances and or personality, solely due to the strength of their performances in the G1 cartoon. Thank you, Alan Oppenheimer, Michael McConaughey, and Michael Caine. Seaspray was voiced by Alan Oppenheimer in the cartoon, using an identical voice to his performance as He-Man character Merman. He only made a handful of appearances and appears without any proper introduction in Season 2, like many 85-line characters in the show. After brief scenes in SOS Dinobots and Megatron's Master Plan, he takes a larger role in The Golden Lagoon, the latter episode an odd little spotlight on 85-line Autobot and Decepticon characters, where he and Perceptor are captured and taken to the Decepticon undersea base, only to be rescued by Beachcomber in time to catch the climactic Electrum-coated final battle. Finally, he got essentially his own episode with Sea Change, where he and other Autobots foil a Decepticon invasion of the undersea kingdom of Telecon. He also, like his fellow minibot Powerglide, begins a relationship with the organic Telecon Ian, Alana, but unlike the aerial show-off, Seaspray becomes functionally organic thanks to the Well of Transformation. His cartoon run ends pretty much on that high note, with only a brief cameo appearance searching for the remains of Trypticon in Season 3. Unfortunately, Seaspray fares worse in his comic appearances. In the G1 Marvel Comics, he is essentially relegated to background extra among Blaster's Cybertronian cell in the Smelting Pool story. Then again, during the Grimlock Blaster leadership conflict, he does get the distinction of being named by Galvatron in the UK comic, oddly enough. Then he just appears in the background, following the Underbase saga. He's essentially the same in the 2005 IDW series, where he's basically just a glorified cameo. He gets a few lines towards the end of the run, standing guard with fellow minibot Beachcomber over Liege Maximo, escorting Shockwave to prison, and surviving Unicron's destruction of Cybertron. He also appears in a crowd in a single issue of the 2019 IDW series. Well, thank you very much for joining me for this quick review and lore discussion of Seaspray, the newest Transformers Retro line minibot upgrade. I was really impressed with it, and I'm glad I bought it, and I think that this is a fantastic addition to the line. If you've picked this up, what do you think of it? Are you as impressed with it as I am? If you have the Titans Return version, which I do somewhere around the house, do you think that this is a worthy upgrade? Or do you prefer that version? Or do you even prefer the Hunt for the Decepticons version that was released as part of the, what was it? Revenge of the Fallen or Dark of the Moon line, which was oversized and strange. I mean, I'm happy they did it, but it doesn't go with any line. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you found this educational. Say bye-bye, Sea Spray.
Transform!